What's up, y'all? What's going on? Let's see if it pops up. We are good. We are good to go. Give people a little bit of time to come on. Okay. Yep. Just making sure I have everything. I think I do. Let's see. So, y'all, it's a question we get asked all the time. All the time. How do you choose your ribbons? So, that's what we're going to do today. Even though I've already basically pre-selected my patterns and my choices, I'm going to show y'all what I did. Okay? Good morning, y'all. So, the first one we're going to do is some fall. Notice there's some burlap, some faux burlaps, another faux burlap, a scalloped edge ribbon, and a paisley ribbon. Okay, so y'all, I'm not just going to show y'all how to match the patterns, but I'm also going to make a bow with y'all. Now, all of these are going to be half bows. I will say that right now. We're going to make nothing but half bows today. Okay? So, my two inspirations for this color combination, if you take out one, you really have a nice stack of ribbon for two different signs. Okay, so one says Happy Fall, y'all, and the other one says Hello Pumpkin. Okay, so on these signs, what I did was I chose the main color, which happens to be our rust orange. Rust orange is prominent on both. You can see that. So look how pretty that looks. So then I went off of the pumpkins, and I went off of these pumpkins, and I went off of this sign. So there's our rust orange. We definitely want to bring that rust orange in. Next, I brought in a 7/8 inch rust orange. I also brought in a dark brown. Why? Because my edging on this one is dark brown, and dark brown is a fall color. Now, y'all, a lot of these colors, a lot of these ribbons, there are some patterns, but a lot of them I'm going to be using my big 50-yard rolls. So if you've bought those big 50-yard roll sets, this is perfect for you, because you don't always have to, you can mix in some patterns, but if you don't have any pattern ribbon, that's fine. Okay, so we brought in our dark brown. We also brought in our burlap brown. The burlap brown, which kind of matches this gingham check, and it also matches some of this wood graining that you see on this sign. It's kind of distressed. Even though this is a sticker on some wood, there is some little distressed marks. I'm trying to get towards not the glare, y'all. There we go. So there is some distressed marks, and I added that color. Okay. So now we've got our stack there, but I wanted to have a little fun with it. So I chose to have some fun by adding in a ribbon that's got some scalloped edges on it. And one of my favorites. This is probably one of my favorite patterns that they've ever released, because they've released it in every holiday. But that paisley, y'all. Look how pretty that paisley looks. Good morning, y'all. Y'all, so we're definitely not making a wreath today. We are going to be making a bunch of bows, but bows that go with some of our signs that you can find at shoplikejordan.com. So that's where I got these signs: AP7046, AP8180. Okay, so first things first, we're going to make our bow. Making just a 7-inch tail. And a 9-inch loop. So next we're gonna bring in this. I'm gonna stack those up so y'all can see this a little bit better. So I'm making a tail, pinch, 10-inch loop, pinch and twist. Bringing in our 1.5-inch burlap, faux burlap in the rust color. This rust color is the perfect color for fall, y'all. It's not that really bright orange. It's a really pretty burnt orange, well, rust color. Gonna go at 11 inches. We used that, we used that. So now, bring in our chocolate brown. Y'all, so I really hope that y'all use this and it helps y'all choose different color patterns or different color themes. Now we're going to 12 inches. Pinch and twist. And now we're going to add in that paisley ribbon. Okay. Yes, if you're using, so someone asked if I'm using the Easy Bow Maker, will it work the same? Yes, you're gonna want to start from the back to the front. I do my bows from the front to the back, so that's why I'm doing it this way, but you'll do your bow from back to front, okay? Okay, so this is our first bow that we did. Look how perfect bringing in that this is probably a perfect color combination for fall, especially with that sign that says Happy Fall, y'all. So y'all, look how pretty that looks together. And I added that mustard yellow paisley one as well to bring out some more fall color. I wanted a color that's going to offset all of these oranges because there's a lot of orange. There's regular orange and then there's like a rust orange on there. And then it's accented in white. But look how pretty that looks together. Okay, so there's that one. Now, you want to know what the best thing you can do if you're having trouble? Yes, you can always come back and rewatch these videos, but sometimes where we post so many, sometimes it might get lost. Y'all, take a screenshot. Okay, so there's our first one. Now, on the second one, we're really not going to add the paisley to this one. But we are going to add our other colors. And then we're going to add in our burlap. Okay, so on this one, it just says Hello Pumpkin. It's got some pumpkins. You got the browns, the creams, the orange. But I really, really want to bring in a lot of orange and some of that brown. Okay. 7-inch loop, 9-inch, 7-inch tail, 9-inch loop, 10-inch loop. Okay, so we're making our tail. So we brought in that brown, we brought in those oranges. I'm going to add in another loop of this rust orange. And then we're going to bring in our burlap, our solid plain faux burlap. Now I do have a remnant piece of some cream over here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that in to bring out that cream colored pumpkin. So someone said, I love your glasses. I am a glasses wearer, tried and true. I don't like contact lenses. I don't like touching my eyeball. So I always try and find different color glasses to wear. Okay, so now we've got our okay. So now on this side, let me see if I can. There we go. That's a little bit better. So remember, y'all, you can always take a screenshot if you're having trouble mixing patterns. Look how perfectly that matches that wreath sign. It's got our shades of orange, our burlap, our cream, and none of these ribbons are patterned. These are all solid colored ribbons, but they're all different, especially once you bring in those scalloped edges. You want to treat that scalloped edge like if it's a patterned ribbon. Okay, so there's that one. So those are for fall. Now I will say this next one was super popular last year, y'all. And I'm talking like I saw this color everywhere. So, I do try and pin my ribbons back together because I don't want them rolling all over the place. Right, y'all, so that cream color really set off all of those other colors in there. So next, we have probably my favorite sign that they've ever made for fall. This is MD0806. Y'all, last year, nobody could keep this in stock. Nobody could keep this one in stock. Why? Because it's got turquoise and leopard and that gingham print. Look, this sign is probably my favorite sign they've ever made. Just because even there's glitter on there, I don't know if y'all can see it just a little bit, but there's glitter on the pumpkins. Y'all, and I live in Texas, in West Texas, so leopard never went out of style. So seeing a whole leopard pumpkin was amazing, but then they brought in that black and white and that turquoise. Okay. So, in choosing colors for this one, I really want to make sure that I bring out that turquoise and that leopard. But I didn't want to do a lot of leopard, okay? So I did choose one of my higher end ribbons. This is a Ferris silk ribbon. I know Deco does not carry this one, but you can always try and find something similar. If you type in the word leopard on their website, you'll be able to bring in different leopard print ribbons, okay? So I didn't want to bring in that brown leopard. I wanted to bring in this turquoise. So this turquoise leopard ribbon matches perfectly. So we're going to do this one. And this one, this sign, you can make it really upscale, and you can make it also kind of rustic. So you can bring in your faux burlaps, and then you can also bring in some of your higher end color ribbons. So I am going to bring in that scalloped edge again to match our pumpkin. That rust color, that 7/8 inch rust color to match our pumpkin as well. I'm definitely going to bring in a solid turquoise ribbon. I'm looking at it, y'all. Oh, and I need to bring in a black and white. So the black and white that I'm going to bring in, I thought I had it here, but I guess I don't. Dang it. So I'm going to dip into another bring in that 4-inch black and white. Okay. So now we should have our ribbons that all go together and match somewhat with our sign. Okay. So now we're going to make our bow. We're going to start off with that 7/8 inch ribbon. Nobody could keep this sign in stock last year. I even think it was a sign that came in one of the monthly boxes as well last year. The SKU of the orange scallop ribbon is RGC 13025T. T as in Tom. Okay. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Okay. There is a burlap leopard ribbon that has this pattern and it matches it perfectly, and it's like a rustic burlap ribbon. So I wish I had the SKU on it, but I don't have that SKU on it. I'm trying to. I don't even have it on my shelf here. So now bringing in that black and white, which y'all know is one of my favorite color combinations, black and white. So, you know, just something that I'm gonna do again too, as well, like coming towards Christmas. I might even do it again more towards the fall. Is more videos like this, just pairing ribbons up and making a quick little bow with them. Because I know it's something that a lot of people do struggle with mixing the colors and choosing patterns. Everyone feels that you can't have a lot of pattern in it, and I say you can. I don't see why you can't. Okay, so y'all look how perfect that goes together. You've got the orange, you've got the black and white, you've got the turquoise, and you've got the leopard, and it's that leopard turquoise. So look how pretty that looks together. And if you wanted to, you could opt for using more inexpensive ribbons. Y'all, these are the colors I just had on this shelf right here, so I wanted to use them. But there is also very inexpensive ribbons out there. But that's why I also like using the half bow, because I'm allowed to use my inexpensive ribbons, which are these three up here, with my higher end ribbons, which are these back here. This one is considered a higher end ribbon just because of the brand it is, but there is black and white check pattern always available. That's a little bit more cost effective. I'm trying to see if I have one here. Y'all, I don't have another roll of ribbon here. Dang it. Okay. But it allows you to bring in some of these higher end ribbons that look like this. Okay. But look at that. And these two colors of orange are very different. You've got that rust and you've got that I want to call that a pumpkin orange. I want to say that's a pumpkin orange. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see what's next. Now we're getting into our Halloween ones. Halloween wreaths you can really have a lot of fun with. There's really not a lot that you can do wrong. You have orange, purple, lime green, pink. You can add pinks and orange. Pink, orange, and black and white are really popular for Halloween as well. You've got purple and black, purple and lime green, purple and orange and white, orange and black. The possibilities are kind of endless when it comes to fall, Halloween wreaths. So the ones that I have now, there is a sign that's kind of considered it's Halloween, but it's also kind of fall because it says Hello Pumpkin on it. Okay, so I'm going to put those off to the side. So my first one that we're going to use is one that says Trick or Treat. This is AP7005. Okay, so on this sign we've got our friend Frankie. So we have our lime green, our purple, and our black, our gray, and white polka dots. Okay. Well, I didn't want to use any gray ribbon because this already has a lot of gray in it. Okay. So I don't want to use that gray ribbon. Now you can if you want to, but I would rather not. I would rather bring in some fun pattern ribbon if I can. So we're gonna bring in some 7/8" purple, some 1.5" lime green, a 1.5" purple and black harlequin pattern. Y'all, harlequin is super fun for Halloween. A black and purple stripe. And a solid black ribbon. Y'all, so I'm using 3 of my faux burlap ribbons in this bow. Okay. Oh, and my 7/8" lime green ribbon. Do I have one that's open? No, I don't. Okay. So when you're doing your bows, you want to make sure it's important that you follow this. Now you see how there's a lime green right here, and then there's a purple? I want to bring in that purple and black to be in back of that lime green ribbon, okay? I don't want it to be in the back of that purple ribbon. And I might not be giving y'all the measurements, but I always go up an inch. So I'll do a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And so normally I'll use the, unless it's a 7/8" ribbon, so I'll throw in a 7/8" ribbon. I'll do the 2 1.5" that I use in my wreath, and my two 2.5" that I use in my wreath, and then I'll throw in a 4" one on top of that. So that should give me a nice full bow. So if I definitely wanted to, I could bring in a fun 4" ribbon. Okay, so look how we have all of that. And I would even bring in a nice black and white. So I have this one sitting right here, y'all. This is a fun polka dot, and it kind of plays off of the polka dots that are on that sign. Zip tying that all together. Now, if you wanted to use wire, you can use wire. Zip ties, I just happen to like the most because it really makes those loops pop. It makes it nice and tight because sometimes if you twist that pipe cleaner too much, it'll pop. And then you have to redo it again. So that's why I like using the zip ties. Now I'm not saying zip ties are foolproof, but I mean it does. I haven't really had a lot of problems with them. So, this is our bow for this one. See, look how perfect that matches, y'all. You've got that purple, you've got that lime green, you've got the polka dots, which I brought in with that 4-inch ribbon. And that black and white is just a nice little pop. But, y'all, see, like I said, the half bow, why I like to use the half bow, that's a designer ribbon. That's one of those higher end ribbons. But all of these right here in front of it are all inexpensive ribbons. You've got your 7/8 inch faux burlap. You've got, I think this one was like $5 or $6 a roll. I think another $4 or $5 one. Some faux burlap. But then I brought in that 4-inch designer ribbon, and look how it really brought out all of those colors, and it really makes it stand out. Okay, so we've got that. Y'all, we've already made 4 different bows. So let's see, what's next? I do have another Frankenstein sign, and I also have another Halloween sign down here as well. Okay. So I really do like that one because it's that black and white just really brought out all of those colors. Okay. So on this one's really fun. It says, if the shoe fits, and it's got some witch's legs on it and some high heels. Okay. So the main color of this one was purple. Now, there is a lot of purple on this one, but I still want to bring some of that in. So I found a witch hat and witch leg ribbon that matches this perfectly. The stripes on the legs and polka dots might not be the same, but it's going to give me that fun Halloween color combination, which is purple, lime green, and orange. Okay, and we're also going to add in some black and white. So I'm definitely going to bring in this ribbon for sure. This has some touches of glitter, so I brought in a glittery purple ribbon. Love this purple. Yeah, and if you didn't know, trying to find purple ribbon that's nice and dark is really, really hard. A lot of suppliers don't make a really dark purple. They make a purple that's more on the pinkish side, and that's just a no-go for me. So when I find a purple like this, I buy as many as I can. Okay. We're also bringing in our purple and black check pattern. Y'all, look how fun that is. They make this in a lime green as well. We could have definitely used that on that Frankie bow. Some solid black. And then to match the stripes on her shoes, I brought in that 2.5 inch black and white ribbon. Okay. And I'm also going to bring in, hold on, y'all. I thought I had another ribbon to go with this. There it is. I was playing with them earlier. And then there is a little bit of orange on here. So I want to bring in some of that orange, but I don't want it to be a lot of orange. Because y'all know orange can be really overpowering. It really can, because I'll show y'all right now. Look at all of those colors, and look how bright that orange looks. I mean, yes, it's great, but I didn't want to bring in a lot of orange. So I had this faux burlap stripe ribbon that has just that little bit of orange that I want. So someone just said, now I just have to figure out matching mesh to all of that. Okay, so that's going to be easy as well. Let's make these bows first, and then I'll go through and I'll match up some mesh that I have right here, so you can match up some of those colors. Okay? That's probably going to help you a little bit as well. Okay, so we're going to start off with our faux burlap black ribbon. Okay. And y'all, I'm really not measuring any of these right now, just because we are making a lot of different bows. So, but I start off with a 9-inch loop and I go up every inch. So I'll do a 9, 2 10s, 2 11s, and then a 12. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in that printed ribbon. So it's just something that I've always seen over and over again. How do I choose colors? How do I choose patterns? Is there too many patterns for one wreath? You know, do what makes you happy, honestly. If I listened to everybody that said you mix too many patterns, y'all, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Because I love to mix patterns. So now this stripe one could have definitely been a 4-inch ribbon, but it's a 2.5 inch, and that's okay. So someone asked, why am I starting with the black? Because it's my only solid color that's not glittery and it's not the stripes. So I wanted this purple to be in front of one of these two ribbons. Even though it is the same color, but it offers a different look. That glittered purple. Okay, so just cinching that shut together. And it's also there because it's kind of more of like just the accent. I don't want it to be a lot of black on this. I really wanted the purple and the black to stand out together, and that little bit of orange. Okay, so we've added in our black and white. Y'all, once again, this is a designer ribbon. This is considered a designer ribbon. But all of these are inexpensive ribbons. So that's why I love using the half bow. You can do the same thing with a full bow, but for me, it allows me to bring in some of those higher end ribbons versus using all high end ribbons. Okay? So now let's bring back our sign. So we've got that little touch of orange. Notice how, see, even in the, like I'm seeing it in the camera, that orange is really, really bright. But there is some orange in that sign, so I wanted to pick up some of that orange. Got our black and white stripes to match her stockings. Okay, so let's see. I'll kind of run out of room here. So there's that bow. So someone asked, do I have a tutorial on how to do the half bow? Not a tutorial by itself, but in a lot of the videos here on YouTube and on Facebook, there are parts where I am doing half bows. So, but if you're still watching, this next one, I'll take the measurements for you. We'll do it the way I normally do it, with the measurements. That way you can write them down and know how to make that half bow. Okay? So, next being one of my tried and true color combinations. You can't go wrong with this color combination for Halloween. You really, really can't. And it is black, white, and orange. Okay, so there is this sign. It's you got the black, white, and our orange, and it says "Hello Pumpkin." So I wanted to bring in some pumpkin ribbon that I have, and that black and white gingham pattern. I could have chosen stripes, polka dots, whatever, but this already has that pumpkin on it. So I was like, you know, I want to bring in that pumpkin ribbon with that black and white gingham. I'll throw in that 4-inch gingham, a black and white gingham pattern as well, but I'm also going to use some solid colored orange ribbon. Okay, so 2 1.5-inch, 3 2.5-inch, and then 1 4-inch. Okay, so we're going to do this for a follower. We're going to do this the exact same way I usually do all of my half bows. Okay, so we make a tail. It's usually about 7 inches. Then we measure out 9 inches. Right, yeah, 9 inches. No, hold on. 10 inches. That's our 10-inch loop, pinch and twist. Yes, so it's the same pattern, different size on that pumpkin one. Another 10 inches. So we've got our 2 loops that measure 10 inches. I'm going to bring in this bold 2.5-inch. Make a tail pinch. Then we're going to go up to 11 inches. So we do 2 10-inch loops, 1 11-inch loop. Pinch and twist. And now we're going to bring in our solid color orange, our solid orange. And these next two loops are going to be 12 inches. Okay, so 12 inches. Yeah, I do try and watch the comments. Sometimes I can't catch them all, but I do try my best to do that. Okay, so now we're going to bring in 12 inches again. And then our next loop is going to be 13 inches. So someone asked, Jordan, will you do a follow-up video, part 2 to this video, taking the bows, signs we demonstrated today, and create a grapevine wreath or a mesh wreath? Thank you. You know what? I'm not even sure. I might do that. Because at this rate, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wreaths I can make, y'all. So there might be definitely some videos in the future using some of these bows. Okay, so y'all, tried and true color combination for Halloween. You can't go wrong with it. Black and white with pumpkins and orange. You can't go wrong with this color combination. This is like a tried and true Halloween color combination. Orange and black with black and white. Okay. So there's that one. And now we're going to do our last Halloween one. I did 3 fall, and we're doing 4 Halloween. Yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed watching this, because it gives you a little insight into sometimes what my brain is thinking and how I choose some of my patterns and colors and what I'm going to use for my wreaths. This also allows you the option, you can always save this video and you can always come back when you're in a rut, because sometimes that's what I do too, y'all. Sometimes I'll go and I'll just look at shoplikejordan.com and I'll look at some signs and I'm like, okay, that looks really good. And sometimes I'll pair stuff virtually online, and then I'll bring it to fruition using maybe something I might have that's similar, or even sometimes, I might just add to cart. Y'all have no idea how many times I've done that. That's why I get shipments probably every other day at this house. Okay, so another fun Halloween color combination. Orange and black and purple and lime green. And what's it gonna match? My other Frankie wreath sign. Okay, so this one has lime green, orange, purple, and black. Okay, so I try and steer away from ribbons that have characters on it. For me, I do. If you like using Frankenstein ribbon or witch ribbon, you can. Now, I did use some witch leg ribbon with some little hats on it. To me, that's a little bit different. But if it's got a full-bodied character on it, like they have some with witches and Frankensteins and nutcrackers, And there is another one. What am I missing? Gnomes. Ugh, gnomes. But I try and steer away from a lot of those. Now I'll bring in ribbons that have patterns on it, but something that has a full body pattern on it, I don't like that. I I don't like cutting their heads off because sometimes that ribbon falls right where I have to cut their head off, the rest of the body, and I just don't like that. Okay? So we're gonna match that sign. Now I have a nice little ledge with some ribbon. And we're gonna bring in some 7/8 inch ribbon for sure. Which is our lime and purple to match Frankie. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes, because this one has the orange on it. We're going to bring in that lime green, black, and orange. This fun polka dot orange, which is, it's got that fuzzy edge on it, y'all. I absolutely love this. I love this ribbon because it's got that nice fuzzy edge on it. If you were making a spider wreath, y'all, that kind of reminds me of spider legs. Like tarantula legs. And it's also got the polka dots that match the background of that sign. Even though it's purple with black polka dots, I'm bringing in the orange with black polka dots. Gonna bring in our lime green again. Our solid purple. And there was another one that I had that was in another pile. Don't want that, don't want that. Did I match this up right? I feel like I'm missing a ribbon, y'all. Okay. I'm overthinking it, y'all. Another tried and true color combination for Halloween, y'all, is, and I wish I had some more of that ribbon. I don't, but it's a wreath we did last week, and it's got the candy corn in it. You can't go wrong with candy corn, which is the orange, yellow, and white. Add some pops of black and white in it, like this right here. So you got your orange, yellow, and white, black and white in it, and you've got a really pretty fall Halloween wreath. A following wreath. That's what I call it. Yo, I love this polka dot ribbon. It is so fun, especially that fuzzy edge. That's what's doing it for me, y'all. It reminds me of spider legs, like tarantula legs. I know it probably sounds weird, but it's so fun. I'm missing my lime cream. Y'all, it's so fun now, wreath making. Wreath making has always been fun for me, but now in the marketplace, there's so many different colors, ribbons, textures, patterns, you name it, y'all. If you want a stripe, you can find a stripe in every single color under the sun. If you want a harlequin pattern, you can find a harlequin pattern with every single color under the sun. Polka dots, ribbons with characters on it, spiders, bats, jack-o'-lanterns, that's just Halloween. Imagine Christmas. Christmas, you have your plaid, your traditional plaids, and then you have some of the newer takes on some of the plaids. You really can't go wrong with a traditional plaid for Christmas. You really, really can't. Okay? Okay, so now we have our Happy Halloween wreath sign mixed in with our ribbons, and you'll look how perfect that is for Halloween. This is another go-to Halloween color combination. You got your black, lime green, orange, and purple. You can't go wrong with those colors. You also can't go wrong with black, white, and orange. You can't go wrong with purple and orange as well. Purple and lime green. So look how pretty that is. Okay, so now there was a question earlier in the video about she said that she was going to let's see. No, it says now I just have to figure out matching mesh to it all. Okay. So when it comes down to mesh, again in the marketplace, there's so many colors and options, y'all. It's a lot sometimes. But if you choose some core colors, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, no. Yo, I just love this ribbon. It's got that little fuzzy edge does it for me. Okay, so we're gonna start off with our fall ones first. Come on, get. No, it's stuck on some mesh here. Okay. So our fall set, our fall colors. That's how easy that is. That faux burlap, y'all. That jute color, you can't go wrong with it. You can literally not go wrong with it. You could even use that on this one. Let me see. Hopefully I can get. So that's better. You cannot go wrong with that faux burlap. Not that faux burlap, but that jute mesh at all. I would use this on all three of these signs. Now, could I bring in the turquoise? Heck yeah, I could, but I would also need to bring in an orange. So, well, let's see. Okay, now let's get situated. There's that one. That poor ribbon spool holder, I don't even use it anymore. I don't have a solid color orange over there. Oh, I need to buy some orange mesh then. Okay. So now I can bring in that turquoise. This is a little bit brighter, but it's still going to add that color that I need. Now, personally, I can tell you I wouldn't add this one. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to make my base out of this. Why? Because I want to use these ribbons in that wreath, and I want these to stand out. I want these ribbons to stand out. I don't want that dark turquoise mesh to stand out. Okay? So you really, honestly, cannot go wrong with this faux burlap mesh. I keep saying faux burlap. Jute mesh. This is jute mesh. And this is my tried and true color that I always buy. And that one is RY830254. Okay? You can mix in that brown as well if you wanted to on the fall ones. But for this one, I'm going to tell you, I would be using nothing but that jute mesh. That solid jute mesh. That's it. Purple. Black. I did have some lime green. I knew I had some. I'm just trying to find some colors that are within arm's reach, y'all. Okay, so for sure faux burlap with those and with these. I mean, look how pretty those all look on there. So this is going to make your bow and your colors pop and stand out like no other. Okay, so I'm going to pile those up. They'll probably be in the... No, you can't see them. Okay, that's good. So next, we have our Halloween ones. So, for this one, black and purple. I would do black and purple on this. Black and purple, because I'm going to want my bow to stand out. Okay? So look how pretty that looks together. For the if the shoe fits. Y'all, if the shoe fits, wear it. Look how pretty that looks. So y'all, like I said, you can always come back and rewatch this, but if you're on your mobile device right now, y'all, take a screenshot of it. That way you know, like, oh, Jordan said to mix this, this, and this, that. Okay? Solid purple, black, and you're good to go. Yo, what's also awesome too is on the replays, you can go back and rewind and fast forward. Okay, so on this one, oh, there's a nasty glare. Okay, there we go. I would do this border stripe because it has all the colors I need in it. Okay. This one. Let's see, I gotta find a way to put this correctly. This is like a gray and black stripe on it, but it picks up that gray from that sign. But it's gonna make all of your ribbons pop. No problem, y'all. That's what we're here for. That is exactly what we're here for. To show y'all and help y'all. And the last one. Can't go wrong with that black and white stripe. And you can't go wrong with an orange and black stripe. Okay. Heck, if you wanted to, you could even do black and gray and black. Put it all together. Okay. So y'all, that's the last one. But hopefully, I really hope that this video helps y'all choose colors and patterns and just kind of go with the flow. I mean, don't overthink it. I know on some I kind of did overthink it a little bit. Y'all, I know y'all saw me do that, but I wanted to make sure it was perfect. But a lot of these color combinations are really great for Halloween and fall. You can't go wrong with any of these color combinations. Okay? So y'all, like I said yesterday, I won't be live the rest of the week here on YouTube or on Facebook. I am out of town the rest of the week, so I will also be at the warehouse next Tuesday and Wednesday. So our lives will be from there at the warehouse. So hopefully they have some goodies that I get to play with, because I know Parker's done a lot of live sales and I've seen a lot of goodies. Okay, so y'all have a good rest of your day, and